How's it going, everyone? We're back here on the Jury account today. I think as of recording this, I'm somewhere in like mid-silver, so I should be approaching gold soon, and I think I might start having a little bit of issues. People are going to know, I think, have a little bit better fundamentals and know their characters a lot better than me once I do hit gold, so I'm using this time in the lower ranks to sort of learn things, learn block strings, learn a little bit more about my character. And in the pursuit of knowledge about my character, I've been learning a lot about my tendencies and specifically one of my biggest weaknesses, which is amplified when playing Juri specifically because of her little store bar here. Juri is special in the fact that she has to store her special moves. I almost like to think of it as a charge motion character. So instead of holding charge to get your special move, you have to do a motion to store that special move. This means that I have to keep track of a lot more resources than I'm used to. And I also need to work on checking the opponent's resources, because you'll see I get hit by Wake Up Super a lot because I'm not paying attention to the opponent's resource at all. And playing Juri has really amplified the fact that I need to do that. So today let's talk about how we can help find your weaknesses, how you can identify your weaknesses using your gameplay and using your tendencies. I hope to do this by maybe just explaining how I came to my conclusion that resource management was my issue, and you can sort of use that same line of thought to find your issue. I made a video a couple days ago talking about how I had Broly legs and my friend Juices take a look at my gameplay and sort of coach me a little bit, and I got a comment that said, what am I supposed to do if I don't have people, you know, like Broly legs and higher level players to watch my replays? How do I find my issue? And I honestly don't have a one-size-fits-all answer to that. So I want to use my case to maybe inspire you or maybe give you a way to find your problems. Now, if you recall, I posted a video where I played in a tournament, and in that tournament, I lost to Wake Up Super twice in one game. It was Zangief Wake Up Super. Now, the first round, I knew it was coming because Juices was in the call, and he told me it was coming. He said, it's okay if you get supered, because he's going to burn this meter, and, you know, obviously you lose the round, but he did burn all 3 meters. So the next round, I wasn't even looking for it, right? Because I assumed he had just burned all 3 meters, so there's no way he is going to build 3 meters in this one round, and sure enough, he did. And I lost. And as much as I was in shock that he built all those meters up in one round, it could have all been avoided if I just paid attention to his meters, if I just paid attention to his resources compared to mine. So the first point I want to make is I think that if you're repeatedly losing to something, there's obviously an issue, and it's not the game, it's you. And as much as it feels like the game, as much as it feels like Zangief should not have built that many bars in one round, you should have been aware. I should have been aware. And that's why, since then, I try to make an effort to take a look at the opponent's bar before I challenge them on Wake Up. Or at least try to if it's in my mind. You can tell in this game, I didn't, right? I got Wake Up Supered like 3 or 4 times. But I'm slowly making tiny adjustments to make sure that I'm wary of it. The way that I kind of think of it now is, if you knock somebody down, you can sort of just glance at their meters, sort of like in League of Legends after you last hit a minion. You take a look at your minimap to see, you know, what's going on, whether their jungler is, and if you're safe. So the first sign of one of your weaknesses that you can look for is if you're getting hit with it repeatedly. Let's just boil it down to that. Another thing that made me realize that I have a problem with resource management is when I started playing Juri and her little store meter at the bottom there became a little bit of a burden, right? Because when I would try and do combos, sometimes I wouldn't have the thing stored, so it like the store would just come out and then I'd lose a bunch of damage because I did the wrong ender. And sometimes the ender would be unsafe, or sometimes the ender would whiff and then I'd get punished for it. And that's sort of like learning the hard way. So I think we can say that if you're being hit repeatedly by something, it's an issue, but if you're doing something incorrectly over and over again, that's also an issue. And that sounds very obvious, right? Oh, I'm doing something wrong, I should stop doing that. But you don't always know that what you're doing is wrong until you get punished for it. And I think that's where that comment where somebody asked, how do I know what I'm doing wrong, came from, right? They were obviously, they knew something was wrong because they're getting hit, right? They just don't know what is wrong. All I can really say to that is watch your replays, watch others' replays, and lab it. You can set the bot up to do anything you want it to. For example, I made a mistake in yesterday's video. I said that you could dash after you blocked Poison's Crouch Fierce. The truth is, you can only dash if she does Crouch Fierce into Crouch Fierce. If you dash after you block Crouch Fierce, once, you will walk into a 4-frame buffer and get hit. There's 2 situations where you get a dash. It's if she does Crouch Fierce, or if she whiffs it. And I corrected that in the comments below and in the description, but the only way I figured that out is I went and labbed it after the fact with my friend Austin. Which is something that I could have done before I made the video, but I just trusted what I heard without proving it myself. And that's a mistake. So I'd say the 2 things that you can do to find your weakness is identify things that you are being hit with consistently, whether that be like a Wake Up Super in my case, or whether that be like a jump in or some weird attack that you don't know how to block, maybe it's a high-low block, or if you are being punished for something that you are doing consistently. And to fix that, just go into the training mode, set up the bot to do whatever you're being hit with, and if you don't know what you're being hit with, check out the replay mode and put on the inputs, and then you can usually see what the opponent was doing. Anyways, that's it for today. If you guys did enjoy today's video or any of the videos that you've seen here in the past, please do consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.